Buddy, just doing a test broadcast. I'm trying to go live on 5 different platforms at one time using Restream. The other one was less helpful. So I'm hoping if people, I should be on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Twitch, and YouTube. So if you see me on any of these places, just make a note so I know it worked. Working on the book bomb for Saturday, the book party. Excuse me. Sorry. So the book is Free the Children: How Red State Americans Can Liberate Their Children from Government Schools in the 23 states that Republicans control. They don't want anybody to know they control them, but they do. So I had to write a book about it saying, hey, Republicans have no excuse. They totally control 23 states. Why don't we have some educational choice, as they say in their national platform? And why don't we end socialism, which they say in their platform and all their speeches? So I'm trying to get anybody who's interested in helping this cause, which is the number one issue in the country, to buy the book on Saturday, starting at midnight, 12:01, and during that time frame, hopefully we get enough sales to get on to Amazon's bestseller list. And it's not the bestseller list, but it's bestseller in the category, whatever it is. It's like political elections or whatever they've got me into. I don't even remember what I clicked on to get into the category, but so I got to get a rank of about 1,000, which isn't that hard. I did have a rank for one of my books of 300 once after a sales burst. Now that was when there were fewer books on Amazon, but hopefully I can get to 1,000. So the book parties, I see 2 people watching, but I don't know enough about the software to know where they're watching on. So leave a note wherever I am. Book parties Saturday. Excuse me. The dry cough is back. Hamburg, which is south of Buffalo, if you're not from the area, not too far from where the Bills play football. Wanaka Grill, easy for me to say. It's right off of Route 5. When you make the left turn, you'll see the lake on your right, or if you see the lake on your left, it's a right turn. So very close to the lake, easy to find. Hamburg, New York, not too far from the thruway, actually. 8 o'clock to 10. It's free, open to the public. You can bring a friend. If you buy my book online at the party, you get a free copy of Progressivism, which is my biggest selling book, which has sold 11,000 copies, which is nothing to sneeze at. Whether you're in or out of publishing, you know that that's a good number for a book that really, was minimally marketed. I bought a few Facebook ads. That's about it. I went on one book tour to Rochester, and then I had to start practicing law again. So hopefully this book will be more heavily marketed. That's my first book on the wall there, Political Class Dismissed. I have 10 on Amazon and 1 monograph. I'll have a few more on by the end of the year, 2 short books. That'll be 12, and then I'm working on 2 really big research projects that will turn into books. So I'll have about 14, 15, and at that point I'll reevaluate, because I kind of at that point will have covered pretty much everything I want to cover. The mindsets, there's 4 mindsets that prevent people from realizing that the world should be organized, that everybody should own their damn selves. It's so freaking simple. It's unbelievable. And it works, and it coordinates with the free market. It's peaceful. Definition of peace is liberty, by the way. That's you now see, if you go to libertymovement.org, you'll see the motto or slogan. Always get those 2 mixed up from my Boy Scout days. Peace equals liberty equals order. So everything's covered by liberty, but it's so damn hard to get people to grasp that. And why is that? Well, because there's these irrational mindsets that get in the way. And my book Progressivism kind of destroyed the irrational mindset of progressivism. Although the conundrum there is that since it's irrational, if you make a rational argument that progressivism is dumb, the progressive won't necessarily accept that. But my pedagogical goal, if that's the right word, pronunciation, is to explain to the progressive that his mindset is not even it's not rational in any way, shape, or form. In other words, it's emotional. So I'm hoping when people realize that their ideology of government's going to solve all of our problems, that's not a rational belief. That's a sort of it's a self-therapeutic belief. And so I'm hoping that, like, whatever spark of rationality is left there. That was actually kind of mean-spirited. Everybody has a rational side. I'm hoping that progressive realizes, oh, this ideology that I thought was rational, scientific, no, it's bullshit. It's just designed to make me feel better and not actually make me make the reality of my life better, because that it does not. And that's what I prove in the book. And then there's the mindset of leftism. And then finally, the final big one, and that's going to be my next big book. And then my final book is going to be on archism, which I started writing about 4 or 5 years ago. The book on impeachment, which is on Amazon, you will find it I rolled out that concept. And believe me, it wasn't even in the literature for like 30, 40 years. You would think it would have been, but it wasn't. And it's a long story. I'm not going to go into that now. I'm really just testing this live stream. I like to talk. What can I say? I'm a trial lawyer. I'm half Irish. We like to talk. We like to drink too. So let me know if this is going out on those 5 platforms, and if this works, I might upgrade and go to 8, because I'm talking all the time. I might as well reach as many people as possible. So again, the book bomb for my 10th book, Free the Children. It's a sequel to Government Schools Are Bad for Your Kids. People weren't ready for the message in 2009. In Progressivism, I explained, why people are so resistant to this message. Even people, libertarians and conservatives sometimes are resistant to it. And the reason, frankly, and I'm going to be brutally honest, usually always am anyway, it's the triple blow to the ego. I talked about in prior broadcasts that it's the hometown thing. Like, if you go to a small town, the people can't envision like the government school being gone because it's kind of the center of community life. Okay, well, you can have your center of community life, or you can have your country, because the country's going down the drain because we send our kids to these places and they get brainwashed and they elect people like Biden. And I hold no brief for the Republican Party. Believe me, I've been a harsh critic for many, many years. But I'm just using that as an illustration. The guy is obviously a dangerously incompetent and corrupt person. And you know why he was elected? He was elected because the 42,000 votes he won by were supplied by recent government school graduates. That's a statistical fact that you will find in the book. So trying to promote the book, I have no big organization behind me. There's no man behind the curtain. I don't have $1 million to market the book. So it's really trying to get a sort of a grassroots guerrilla marketing thing going, where everybody buys the book in one day. We get on Amazon. Amazon starts to promote the book. And that will be on all day Saturday. I'll be starting out with a live stream in front of the government school in my old neighborhood, School 67. I won't get into why. I think I'll just leave that for a surprise. And I'll be doing live streams throughout the day. Maybe attending a few meetings if there are any. If anybody has any meetings going on Saturday and they want to hear about the book, I'd love to stop by. Maybe live stream that. And then the book party's at 8 o'clock at Wanaka Grill, 8 to 10. So I'm going to end this test broadcast. I really don't know what I'm doing, but it appears to be working. It says live. I've been talking for 10 minutes. I've got 3 people watching I don't know if that's the combined streams or one, or I haven't the slightest idea. This is all brand new to me. So I'm gonna end it now. Let me know if anybody heard anything and so on, or any thoughts about the best multi streaming software. Let me know, because I'm gonna get this going before Saturday. Thanks.